So in the last session in OOPS concepts, we have seen inheritance, abstraction, and now we can see the rest of things. One is a polymorphism, the other one is a civil class, partial class, these three things. So when we are going to use polymorphism, here two concepts are there. One is method overloading and the second one is method overriding. So wherever these two concepts will support, then that is we call it as polymorphism. So what is meant by overloading and what is meant by overriding? Here signatures are same, but parameters are different sizes or different data types. Example, we are going to calculate sum of two parameters. Example, int number 1 and int number 3. Now again we need to calculate sum only, but here we can say three parameters: int number 1, int number 2, int number 3, something like this. And the other one, even two parameters, but the data types are different. So this is like this. And maybe one is float and one is int also. We can use like this. So this is what we call it as overloading. So names are same. This method name and this method name and this method name is same. But internally the parameters are different. Number 1, number 2, two parameters. Here is 3 parameters. Here 2 parameters, but data types are different. So we cannot declare this method as like this because already we defined here. So here we can use with a different data type, then only we can use the same method name like this. Depends on a situation, depends on the data types, we can call methods. And what is overriding? For overloading, we are not used any special keywords here. But whereas overriding here, inheritance compulsory and keywords. We need to use two keywords for overriding. One is virtual, the other one is override. So these three we should be used for to achieve method overriding concept. Virtual means imagine today we have some idea, maybe tomorrow we can replace this idea with a new idea. So wherever we are providing the functionality, we can use override. First time wherever we are providing, there we can use virtual. So in our next derived class, we are providing the next functionality so that inheritance should be used. So now we will see practically all the things. Sealed in the sense it is our own product. No one will enhance our product. Just they can use as it is. Then sealed. This house is sealed means no one will use. The same here. This class is a sealed class. That means class is sealed. No one will enhance. So class is sealed. No one will enhance. They can use as it is. Then only we can go for sealed classes, sealed methods. Now especially for partial, one page has 10 functionalities and 5 functionalities will be created by one developer and the Other 5 functionalities will be created by another developer. So what we have to do is we need to integrate both the functionality, but class is same. So here same class name with different files. File names are different, but inside class is same only. Code is implemented by different developers because you and Pallavi will give the same names, class names. But whenever we are integrating in a project, both class names are same, it will give an error as already the same class is existing. So without showing such type of name, we can use the keyword called as partial. So this is one part of the code and the remaining part of the code will be somewhere. So if any of the developer will use the same name also, no problem. So instead of going to create class name, what we can use the keyword partial. Here we are doing some part of the coding and maybe somewhere another developer also can develop like this partial class name like this. So now we will see. Now we can say here what is polymorphism. Here same method name with different parameters. Now we can observe here we created a class name called as function one. One method is add with the 2 parameters, these 2. Now we calculated the sum and display the result. Here we are applying inheritance concept. So same method name but with different arguments. Even we can write the same method in this particular class also. It is going to calculate 3 parameters. Now we can create an object for the second class. Because of this particular inheritance, it will call first class method and as well as second class method also. Now I will check it. F11, first it will goes to base class. It will take 2 parameters, first value as well as second value. Now the calculated result back to here. So this is first parameter and second. Now again 3 parameters, 3. Now it is going to taking A10, B20 and C30. Now we are calculating 3 parameters. So now it is showing first base class method add, second derived class add method. So names of the methods are same and different parameters, this is what we call it as method overloading. Okay. Now the same, you can do it here with the method overriding. This is also we call it a static polymorphism, and overriding, this is we call as dynamic polymorphism. See, this is class 1 and we are taking two parameters, int number and age, enter number and enter age. So what number we entered and what age we have entered, both the two. This is reference to current class. So one is the current class number. And here virtual. Virtual means later we can change this functionality. So in a base class, virtual keyword. So what is method overriding? Method overriding for number one, inheritance plus virtual keyword. Another one, override keywords. So where we are using virtual, if you want very clear, so base class method has virtual keyword. And override keyword, this is for derived class method. So wherever we are providing the next functionality, then we can use override keyword. So now this is number reconnected. Voice is not clear. Now it is clear to you. Okay, thank you. Any background noise is coming, or I think it will be slow. Okay. Okay. Now my voice is, now my voice is clear. Okay. So this is a base class and this is derived class. So now we can use here get data, but here we can use override keyword. So base class is virtual keyword and derived class is override keyword. But the method